My name is Ravish Swaroop. I'm the Chief Executive for Praxis Services. I'm a hotelier, many years of hospitality, and Praxis Services has been set up essentially for the business of hotels and travel companies. Almost every hotel that engaged with us and saw the technology and the functionality that got created with the help of Genesys came out extremely clearly to say that this customer engagement was one that was measurable. The rules were set in place where the results were there to be seen. The conversions could be followed up and that could be optimized. And every single day there was greater revenue to be made for hotel companies. And that's what we were able to do it extremely convincingly. So for a young company like us, we are just a little over 4 years. And my first year was just with the laptop bag, so essentially only 3 years. I went around. We are today more than, we're servicing more than about 75 hotels. We have a number of chains that we're looking at. Interestingly, the business model is finding a lot of appeal with independent hotel companies. We sat down with Genesys and said that, listen, it was extremely important for us to do the CRM, which was the customer relationship management, and in terms of doing the data tracking for them. So our ability to identify on the IWS and do the segmentation. So that was very important. We are now talking to Genesys in terms of saying, how do we take the chat possibility? We explore the opportunity of saying, listen, the brand website is not converting in terms of room nights as much as we would like to have it. So we have today now deployed the web clickable tool in which, if there is anything that is not very clear on the brand website of a hotel company, they can just click and that gets connected to our people and associates, and any inquiry can then just be inquired. I think, from the brief to the time that our first process went live was about anything between 35 to 40 days. What was very important was that every action or call to action had a measurable performance, and therefore the big insistence in our business model on the quality of analytics that had to get deployed. And I think, I really have to give a lot of credit to Genesys and the partner who understood every point. Extremely happy with what we have been able to get as a deployment from Genesys, very specifically from the analytics standpoint. So going back in times, would I have chosen another technology or another partner? I don't think so. But we have a great sense of contentment and satisfaction with Genesys. As I had mentioned, great technology, and I personally think that it's just really made for hotels. I think Genesys is for keeps here, and I see a great and a long partnership with Genesys ahead.